But we have to get to a very important breaking news that has come in. I'm sorry to disturb you when you were telling us about the global wrap. It's because Biocon has got the US approval for its long-awaited drug, Trastuzumab.
It's the EMA approval.
Okay,
We just need to make sure that I think it's the European Medical Agency
EMA
approval. And it's not the US FDA approval.
Okay.
But nonetheless, that's still very big news for Biocon because...
but weren't we waiting for the US nod
which is
by
also
Sunday?
on Sunday. Which is also on Sunday. So generally, they could probably get even, approval even before the target action date. But this is a big, big positive for Biocon in any case. To even get European approval for Trastuzumab, they've gone through a long process when it came to that. So it'll be interesting to know what exactly happened. But this is the European approval. This is not the US approval at this point in time. But having said that, it's still a big deal.
But Ekta, so let's just rewind back a little bit. Obviously, this was one of the marquee biosimilars for the company. There are others already in the market. While they took this delay in terms of getting back to the regulators, both European and US FDA, have others already come to the market, and therefore the sort of opportunity for Biocon?
For Europe, either way, for an Indian company, even in partnership.
Okay, I think we have Kiran with us.
We have Kiran with us. Ma'am, hi, thanks very much for joining in. Can you just take us through exactly what this news means? You've got the European approval for Trastuzumab. So when exactly?
Actually, you've forgotten to say many congratulations, Kiran, first.
And congratulations.
Please, let me just correct you. It is not an approval. This is just an acceptance of our resubmission.
Okay.
If you remember, we had to withdraw our file. And now we have resubmitted, which means that they have now accepted it for review for MAA. That's all it means.
Okay.
And it also means that, that they are now going to review it. And, we are in line. Now we are very optimistic that we will get the nod when it is finally reviewed and dealt with.
Okay.
Because if you remember, we need reinspection of our facilities. That was the only thing wrong with our submission.
Okay.
Now they have accepted, effectively it means that they have accepted the CAPA plan, which they will reinspect and then they will approve.
Fair point.
So that's all it means, and that's all it means that there is sort of some light on this matter, because for a long time people were concerned about when we would resubmit and what would be the optics along that.
Okay. What about the US? What about the US approval? Are you expecting it by Sunday?
Well, the US approval, the target action date is on the 3rd, and we are keeping our fingers crossed. But I'd also like to remind you that although there has been an approval accorded to Merck Biopis for the Trastuzumab in EMA, in terms of commercialization, we believe that we are in time to meet the commercialization timelines, which even Merck will have to adhere to.
Okay. So, ma'am, just to get this clear, there are no technical issues with the European application for Trastuzumab or for Pegfilgrastim. It is just based on the observations that you had received. Okay. So, when exactly can we expect a reinspection and a follow-up to that?
So it means that the moment they accept this MAA application from us, it means that the inspection should happen in the near term. That's all it means.
So maybe in the next 3 months, or maybe if you can give us a time frame?
that's what we expect. Probably in that kind of time frame.
And how big an opportunity is Trastuzumab in Europe for you?
Well, the present market for Trastuzumab between Europe and US is about upwards of $4 billion. And for the rest of the world is another $2 billion. So it's like a $6 billion opportunity globally.
Okay.
But, with genericization, we believe that there will be an expansion of the market.
Fair point, ma'am. Thank you very much for joining us, Kiran. And all the very best for both Sunday and for whatever the European approvals that you are waiting.